Hey, coffee lovers, welcome to Whole Latte Love. Mark here. I've got Todd with me. Todd, we're
Hey,
going to take a look at the Gaggia Classic GT.
yeah, let's we'll dig in. We'll brew some coffee, go over the functionality, look at the buttons, a little technical stuff just for the fun of it. But you get you a good idea what the whole thing is about.
Now, if you have any questions about the machine while we're going through this, we do see your comments, so chat away, chat in. Also know, right, like we're doing this live on Cyber Monday, so we've got a lot of great offers, some gift with purchase on different stuff. What else we got going on? We got that. Oh, if you wanted to demo, you get a CoffeeCast. You schedule a live one-on-one video demo.
So it'll be just like this. We'll have multiple cameras that you'll see in this live stream, and we control different angles. We can walk you through the whole thing operates and make sure you're getting the right machine for you.
Yeah, just a Coffee Pro and you. So a one-on-one kind of demo of the machine. So that's really nice. So Gaggia Classic GT, let's talk just a little bit about this machine, what it is.
Yep. It's a dual boiler, dual PID machine with a ton of features in it. I mean, do you want to go through the whole list?
It's a pretty long list, right?
Yeah, it is. But yeah, we'll kind of walk through the machine. We'll show you the parts, the pieces, and what it does. Okay. So, in the front of the machine, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, like five buttons. This was the main power switch. You push that on, you get a nice little feel. It feels nice to put. The machine will go on. This over here is a pre-infusion button for manual pre-infusion. That will show you a little later how that works. Here's your brew button. Push it to start the pump, push it to stop the pump for brewing. This is for hot water, if you want to dispense hot water. And this is if you want to put the machine into steam mode. Now, this machine has 2 modes, depending on which light is lit here. If it's this light is lit around the switch here, that's steam mode. If this one's lit, it's for hot water mode.
That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah. Well, the hot water mode is really cool because what it is the steam boiler is operating at a lower temperature so that you actually get hot water out of the hot water dispenser instead of really steamy hot water. Most of the prosumer machines, I think, well, maybe all of them.
Yeah.
Not sure. Yeah, when you open the steam knob or the steam knob or the hot water knob, you just get a blast of steam also. So this is really nice. We'll show you how that works. We have it in hot water mode now.
And I like Americanos a lot, right? So I want less to have that nice, easy flowing hot water out of there. I mean, might as well just show it real quick, right?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. So
okay, so we push this button here.
And look at that. I don't know, if you've ever used other prosumer level machines, it's just going to be blasting and making a lot of noise and a really nice flow of hot water out of there.
Really nice hot water. And then what I'm going to do is I'll hit the steam button over here, and now we're heating back up to steam temperature. So later on, we'll show you how it steams also. So you can see, so if you see that button, it's flashing. That says it's heating up.
Now I got a little piece of video I want to show while we're just talking here, right? Because what I did, I always test all these machines. We got some brew temperature testing we'll show you in a little while. But there's that piece of video where I just ran the steam wide open for 5 minutes. And I don't know, Mike, can we roll that? And so here it is, and you see the clock starting there. And this is just gonna, compress some time here. So it's gonna, you'll see, but right through for 5, it never any visible change in the pressure of the steam coming out of there after 5 minutes of running continuously. And that's a dual boiler. You do that on this machine, right?
Yeah.
You're not going to affect your brew temperature at all, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And that's the bonus of the dual boiler, right?
Well, that's definitely part of it. And the consistent brew temperatures and be able to steam like that.
Yeah.
Sure. And what's nice, going back to what you did there, your test.
Yeah.
It shows that you have the right size steam tip, so you have the right amount of steam coming out. When we steam, you'll see we get a really good roll in the pitcher, but you could do a big pitcher or a small pitcher.
Yeah.
Does a really nice job.
So let's talk about the display up top, because this is a little more advanced than what you find on high end prosumer level dual boilers. Really, you got a lot going on up here.
Sure. Well, before you get that, I just want to mention a couple other really important features. Since we're in the feature mode.
Sure.
The steam valve and the OPV are very high quality. They're made custom for Gaggia, and I just so happen to have them here. So I can show
props. I love it.
So here's the OPV on this. This is has a G on it for Gaggia. It's custom made, very high quality. And with this, you can control the brew pressure on the machine. You see a little G there. Very adjustable, very precise.
And that's accessible outside of the machine.
Yeah, outside the machine. And if you ever have to get it and clean it, it's easy to do. And replace seals if you ever have to. And then a custom-made steam valve. Also, you can see that has the G on here. And when you open the knob, steam knob, this turns. and it's really smooth. It just glides. And if you ever have to get in to service it, take that one cotter pin off, you get the whole thing apart, and you can replace the seals on that. Now it's, maintenance is something that is going to happen eventually. It could be a really long time because these are really high quality products. That's actually commercial quality.
Right.
Just kind of want to show it to you. Not all machines are easy to work on like that.
Yeah, I mean, that is one really nice thing about this, and the upgrade. I mean, a lot of people, if you've been doing espresso for a while, you've probably heard of the Gaggia Classic. This is these components are a whole nother level of good, right? For those.
Yeah.
And one thing we didn't really touch on it, but when you're looking at machines, right, you're going to have different sorts of portafilters and that. This is commercial size. I think it's a pound of stainless steel.
Yeah, 58 millimeter diameter.
58 millimeter. I'm just going to give that a wipe while I got it here because that's what I do. So the boilers in this. Let's talk about the boilers in here.
Yeah, we have a stainless steel boiler for steaming, and then you have the same boiler as the Gaggia Classic E24 lead-free brass boiler for the brewing.
Right.
And really nice boiler, the same size and the same type that they've been using a long time, where the actual heating element in the boiler is embedded into the boiler itself. It's not in the water, so we don't ever have a problem with them burning out.
Right.
Like if you had dry fired boiler on many machines, the heating element, like pretty much all of the machines, the heating element is supposed to be in the water, and this is not. So it's just in the brass housing of the boiler.
So a nicer design in some ways, and also with that brass, great thermal characteristics. It's pretty heavy. Yet with this type of a setup, you're able to, if you're working with different coffees and stuff, you're able to change temperature very, very quickly with this sort of a design.
Yeah, it does react quickly.
Yeah.
Yep. You got a brew pressure gauge right up front. Tells you real brew pressure at the boiler, not at the pump. So that's also a nice design. Water reservoir comes out the back, just lifts right up here. It comes out for filling. And you can see on the side of it how full it is, so you'll know when it's time to fill it back up. The drip tray is set for tall cups, as you can see, but you can also raise this telescoping
the decompression duct.
Yep. And you can move the drip tray up like that. And so you can, for espresso cups, so depending on what you want to do, whether you want to do espresso or big to-go cups, whatever, or put a scale on there. And
you got the room for that.
Yep. Another nice feature by Gaggia. Okay.
And I've just and a couple other ones right on here, because this has time of day turn on and turn off.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Now we're getting to the programming mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before we get into that, Gaggia used a really nice control board in this. It's not the same one you see in the other prosumers, which are mainly done by Jakar and maybe another brand or two. But this is custom for Gaggia by Gaggia, and because they use this board, they're able to put in all these extra features that the other machines don't have.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a nice one, right? There's nothing like. I mean, this heats up, and we'll talk more about it, but in the test, it's ready to brew an espresso in 5 minutes. It does have a quick heat up.
Yep.
In my testing it, if you're going to use it 5 minutes after it was turned on, you do want to do a 3-second flush. If you let it sit a few more minutes, it comes right back to temperature. It's good to go. It's good to steam milk 8 minutes from turn on. But since you got the time of day thing, you don't have to worry about that at all. You just tell it, what time you want it to turn on, and it's going to be all ready and waiting for you.
Yep.
So
do you want to just go through the control panel here?
Sure.
Is that what we want to do next?
Yeah, let's go there.
That.
So we got that nice shot overhead so we can see some of that.
Okay.
Perfect.
So here you have a back button here, a minus, a plus, and a check. So if you want to get the program out, we go there. That is our pre-infusion. Hit check. We have light, medium, and dark. So if you're using different types of coffees, you can choose which coffee, and you get the automatic pre-infusion. Mark, do you want to describe how that works?
Yeah, so it's going to do an active phase, and it's low flow pre-infusion. Very, very important. That's different than just turning on a pump and turning it off and letting it sit.
Yep.
So this is a low flow pre-infusion, 3 grams per second, and you have those 3 different presets. You can go manual, and we'll talk more about that. So you can pre-infuse out, whatever you want to do. We worked a long time, and just so you know, if you're watching this, if you buy a GT outside of North America, it may be a little bit different.
Yep.
Some of the pre-infusions that we're going to talk about. But that light setting, you use that with a lighter, denser roast coffee, and that will completely saturate the puck. Then the medium setting, it's going to run a little shorter. I think it's 8 seconds on medium and 12 seconds on the light. So it's not as dense a coffee, so it can saturate the puck. And then the dark setting, real quick, is just going to be to just wet the surface of the puck, and that's to help prevent channeling.
Yeah, the pump's on just for a couple seconds, just to wet the top.
Yeah.
Yep. And so we'll go to the next one here. That's when you turn your timer on and off to turn on.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to leave that off for now. And then we've got this is your time before it actually will go into to turn off itself. What we call it ego mode.
Yeah.
Or turn off. So after you can set it between 15 minutes and 480 minutes. So the machine will turn on by itself. After that amount of time, it'll turn off. If you don't want to turn off, you just set it to off and it won't do that.
And for the mathematically challenged, that's 8 hours, 480 minutes.
Thank you.
I think. Yeah.
And if you want to turn the steam boiler off, you go over here. You can turn the steam boiler off if you want to.
And you have some options with the steam boiler, right? I mean, for the brew boiler, we're degree by degree. We can set that so if you're doing a really dark coffee, you can set it down a little lower.
When you turn the steam boiler off, up on the display, it'll show you a line through the heating element there, right there, so you can see that.
But then we got 4 preset temperatures on the steam. So depending on how much steam power you want.
Yep. And you can turn off the beeping sounds if you want. And you can set it, Celsius or Fahrenheit.
As one of our friends calls it, the freedom units.
Yes. And then your steam temperatures between 275 and 248.
And 275, I mean, that's a lot of steam pressure. Like I said, like we showed you in that little video demo, this steam boiler can just it'll go continuous. I mean, if you have to steam milk for more than 5 minutes, I don't know if you're steaming a gallon or something, maybe, but you could do it.
So that's that.
Yeah. So should we pull a shot maybe?
Yeah, we'll show how we'll show a shot and we'll show how it works.
So up here right now, we have the brew temperature set at 199 degrees. Because this is a dual boiler, unlike maybe a heat exchanger, if you're familiar with those, no need to flush this ever. And Todd, you're grinding on the Gaggia MDF 55 over there. Nice pair with this.
Yep.
And using some of those cool Bravo toolers, the distributor and the push tamp.
I like this tamper.
Which
feels really good.
Too.
So what do you want to brew here?
Well, let's see. I think let's just do a. Are you gonna weigh? Let's just. I mean, I could use a coffee, so.
Okay.
And I do like these cups because I am able to. So then we can also see the coffee too, right?
Sure. Okay, we'll do into that.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to do a manual pre-infusion.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll show how that works. So if you can see the top screen on this, I'm going to push and hold this button here.
And
now we're flowing at about 3 grams per second. You can see the timer's counting up. Okay, so I've done 8 seconds of pre-infusion. There's your soak time. 2, 3, 4. Watch that. When you want to brew, hit the coffee button, and now it'll do your brewing.
Then we got a third clock yet up there, if you can see it.
Oh yeah, one more time.
Yeah.
And there's your shot
counting
timer.
our shot time. We'll be looking for like 25 seconds. I guess we could have thrown the scale in there to see what the ratio was.
It's just demonstration purposes only. We're just kind of showing how she works. And that'll turn off the brewing. And
then here's why I like these cups is because I like my espresso to cool a little bit so I can actually taste it. And I like this is the Faria cup. But I can see it and I can cool it off and mix it. So I was always grabbing spoons and stirring because you really should stir the espresso.
Okay. Now there's another really nice feature on this, what we call a preset. So you can program the amount of coffee it's going to brew. Again, you don't find that on the other machines. They may have timers, so they go by time. This goes by volume. It has a flow meter.
And you don't have to do the pre-infusion like we did. You just could hit the button and brew. But you can also program, which may come in really handy if you got somebody who just wants to, walk up and make a coffee, right?
Yep. So I'm preset here. So we will use a scale this time, and we'll see what it was set for. I don't actually remember what it was done at.
Okay.
So we're on preset. You see it says preset up top there.
Yep.
And if you want to turn it off, you push and hold these 2 buttons, and it'll turn it off. Okay, preset's off. Now it's just a manual brewing. Push that. Now we're going to go back into preset mode. Okay. I'm going to turn off pre-infusion. And
So that's just a totally manual brew, no pre-infusion.
Yep.
So you just get the 1 clock now.
Mm-hmm.
And what were you dosing over there, you think? Like 16, 17?
About 17 grams.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're keeping an eye on that scale. Probably stop at, we see around 32.
It's going to stop wherever it wants.
Oh,
It's
it is.
the
Oh,
preset.
you are using the preset. I'm
Show
sorry.
the preset. So we're a little light there with 24.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, somebody programmed it at 24.
Mm.
Okay. Now I'll do another shot real quick. I'm going to show you how the automatic pre-infusion works.
Let's give you a little wipe up here, huh?
Oh, yeah, I'm kind of a mess.
I do like Reason Avaria Acu Pro scale. It says all kinds of great modes. I'm not worried about getting any moisture on it. You wanna? What do you want to use?
Any cup. Here we go.
Okay.
Use one of these. So I'm going to turn off the preset. So I
get you.
push and hold those 2 buttons there. I'm going to go into turn on the pre-infusion, automatic pre-infusion mode by pushing and releasing the pre-infusion button.
Okay.
Now we'll do a light pre-infusion because that's the long one. That's best,
okay.
Best for demonstrating.
Yep.
Okay. So
now if you can hear that, that's a totally different sound of that pump than as to when you're doing the actual brewing.
Yep. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Close. Close. Okay, now let's do the soaking phase.
Yep. And then
Now
it
let's
goes
do
into
this
the
brewing phase. Yeah, so that's those are the key features of this bad boy.
Now you didn't change the grind here at all on this. And one thing I will say, if you're going to go with longer pre-infusions, you're generally going to grind a little finer.
Mm-hmm.
Going to get a little more out of your coffee.
Sounds good. Okay, so that's
very good. Again, we will take questions if you got them, so you can go in there. Shall we do a little frothing?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Sure. Let me knock out our coffee. And we'll grind up another one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would you like to do for our brewing and frothing?
Well, I'd like something like a flat white, if you can do me one of those. Yep, he's looking at me weird. Okay, Todd, make me a latte.
Yeah, thank you.
If you put 2 shots in it, I'm going to call it a flat white, and you are going to.
So
you're going to do. Oh, okay. There you go.
Got a couple cups here. We'll do 2.
Mm-hmm.
And
there you go. It's a light touch on the Acus.
Yep. Okay. And what do we got for a pitcher here? You got one a little bigger? It's okay.
Not handy.
We'll use this one. Let me slide over to your side here.
Yep. We'll switch.
Oh, we're still in hot water mode.
Well, it should come up pretty quick, right?
Yeah. We got to heat it back up to team temperature. There's our coffee.
I really do like the hot water mode, though, for, because I do a lot of Americanos. Mm-hmm. And it makes it really easy and clean.
Okay, do a little froth in here. And see how quickly it went from hot water mode to steam mode.
Yeah, you got plenty of juice there, right?
Can you see the roll in the pitcher?
Yep. Yeah, you got a nice shot of that.
Yeah, it does a real nice job.
That's one thing about espresso machines. It's all about matching up your, the pressure and the amount of steam you got in that boiler with the tip, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the boiler refilling, if you heard that.
Yep.
Which, when I was doing those tests, the boiler refilled, I think 2 or 3 times while I was just letting that steam run for 5 minutes, and It never missed a beat.
So that was
Very nice.
that was terrible, but
Well,
I would have had another pitcher and mixed them.
yeah.
But I don't really have enough for another one here. But let's. Okay.
There we go.
So a little bigger pitcher. You see how nicely that worked.
Yeah. You would have no problem using a larger pitcher if you wanted to do even two big single shot lattes, right?
That's correct.
No problem. Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. We do our service parts for the GT the same part numbers as for a standard classic. I might have a sip while we're thinking about that. No.
A little bit different. A lot of different parts. The boiler, the brew boiler is basically the same design, but it's actually a different boiler, because on the top of the Gaggia Classic, the steam valve is on top of the boiler. On the Classic GT, the brew pressure gauge is on top of the steam boiler. The basic design is the same, but it's not an interchangeable part.
And you've got a PID going into that boiler too, the probe, the NT, NTC probe. First time dual boiler buyer debating between this and Sylvia Pro or the Profitec. Well, I'm going to say the number of features that you get on the GT here compared to the Sylvia Pro, it's night and day. Yeah. You can check out my review of the Sylvia Pro. It's a fine machine, don't get me wrong. But you don't have, the pre-infusion is really just, they call it a wetting, and it's limited. I think
it's just a solenoid valve opening.
Yeah, 8 to 9 seconds.
Yeah. No active, it's not an active pre-infusion.
Yeah. And there's no time of day on the Sylvia Pro. You can set it like the night before, how many hours until you want it to turn back on. But I think you have to do that every single time. So it's pretty limited. But check out my review on that machine, which you can find on our channel if you're interested in that. And the Profitec Move.
Well, that's a fine machine.
That is a fine machine. It's going to run a little bit more than this one. It's a very similar kind of group over the or group under the boiler kind of design.
Yeah, same design where you don't have an E61 group. You have the boiler right over the group, then there's a separate steam boiler. That's a beautiful machine also. It doesn't have all the features that this has.
Yeah. It does have active and passive pre-infusion on that.
Yep.
I find it honestly a little, once you get to know the machine, it's very easy to use. But initially, I think this is way easier. And especially if you just want to go, oh, I'm doing a light roast. Let me use the light pre-infusion or the medium or the dark pre-infusion.
Yeah, you have the manual pre-infusion. But the Profitec is a very high quality machine.
Yeah.
It is also a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I like it a lot. And I like that's got the barista lights underneath it. It looks really cool in the morning if you're kind of in a dark kitchen and the lights come up.
The ambiance.
Yes, the ambiance. There you go. The ambiance.
Have that.
Well, that mine was really, really nice, Todd.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Well, it's a whole lot of crema wave we're using.
I'll just show that. Yeah, it does. It's got it comes down more on that chocolatey side and a little nuttiness with it. It's really nice.
Yep. Now, if you ever need to get inside the machine or you want to, it's easy to do. Like, for example, I don't know why you'd want to get there, but I'm a tech guy, so to me, that always matters. That's one thing why I love the ECM Synchronica, because, you get in that machine, you get everything. It's pretty easy to get in this one, too. You have 3 screws, 1, 2, 3 on both sides, so there's 6. And then you just have to take off 2 screws to hold the feet on, then the housing splits and removes right off the back.
Comes right off.
So you get it right at it. And from there, you can get at the OPV valve to do any service on it. And there, get everything else. Now, another nice feature about this that we didn't bring up is draining the boilers. On our steam boiler, you would drain the steam boiler right through the hot water spout here.
Just heat it up.
Heat it up.
Turn it off.
Pull the reservoir out, and then put a damp rag over the water sensor is inside. So it tricks it, makes it think that there was water in the reservoir. Then keep pushing the hot water button until that empties out. Now, another nice feature that is on this that don't have on any of the other machines, I think only the Della Corte Mina, and that might have been, came up with the idea, is if you pull out the shower screen, the shower holding plate, there'll be a hole right in the bottom of the steam or the brew boiler, and you can drain all the water out of the brew boiler. You can flush it.
Right.
Like with the Gaggia Classic, if you want to do that, you take the machine, you turn it upside down, turn the pump on, open the hot the steam knob. With this, let the machine cool down. Always do it when it's cold. Never do it when it's hot because it will hurt. So take that out, and then you just, again, take the water reservoir out, put a damp rag over where the sensor is, to trick the machine, hit the coffee button, it'll force all the water right out.
Now, why would you? I mean, you could turn over the water in a boiler if you wanted to.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you're using it enough, you don't really need to do that. But if you're going to like store the machine or ship the machine, right?
Yeah, if it's going to be in a freezing location for a while, you're going to want to drain both boilers out. That'll be crucial.
Yeah.
Shipping the machine, yeah.
Yeah.
Some people just like to do it. But now, since we're talking about that type of thing, let's talk about water quality.
That's
Whether you're getting a Gaggia Classic GT or anything else. And we talk with our salespeople to ask them to mention it. We always recommend the BWT water filters, filtration systems. For this, you use what they call the aqualizer. It's a water pitcher. You put the water in, it filters out, takes all the calcium carbonates out, puts in magnesium in its place. Magnesium won't come out of solution, so it won't build up and cause problems with the machine. And it tastes really good because magnesium is a really good way to go.
yeah. It helps support flavor, and you know, I run into this, and I bring this up kind of every time we talk about this, but I always get a lot of, because I pay a lot of attention to comments we get on our videos. People are, well, why don't I just use, you know, like distilled water because there's no minerals in it, or you know, pure RO water. And you don't want to do that.
No.
You know, there's a reason if you've ever seen somebody's home RO system, it's all done with plastic pipes because pure RO will corrode metal over time.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it makes for bad tasting coffee too.
Yeah, over extracts like crazy.
Over extracts, and
so yeah.
And it's very, very important to use good water. I mean, if you want, I mean, it's the #1 thing to do. I mean, there's that basic maintenance, you know, brushing off your group and that kind of thing, but to keep your machine running for a long, long time. We talk to people with the original Classic who've had them for 20 plus years. And they probably are, that machine you can descale. This one, not so much.
Well, actually,
or you could.
I'm happy you brought that up.
Yeah.
So you can, what's nice about this machine is it has 2 pumps, one for the brew boiler, one for the steam boiler. If you turn off the steam boiler, only the brew pump will operate. So you can actually descale the brew boiler without getting any of the chemicals in the steam boiler, and that'll work good. You don't want to descale a steam boiler because it's a large volume boiler. You don't know you're going to get all the chemicals out of it.
You can't fill it totally with water.
Yeah. So
that's part of the problem. Yeah.
Yeah. So we just recommend flushing the steam boiler, and you can descale the brew boiler. That's fine.
Okay. Yep. But if you use the right water treatment, you don't have to.
Yeah, shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't have to. So that makes it really easy. It's going to keep your machine running well for a very long time.
Yeah. And then the other part of the maintenance would be the back flushing. We'd recommend doing that. Everybody has a different amount of time. I'd say if you did it once a week, you're probably pretty good. Also, depending on the use. If you're using it a lot, always just give a little quick. Oops, I had a pre-infusion. Give it a quick turn off pre-infusion. Just give it a quick flush, like that. After you're done brewing, just to make sure the shower screen is clean.
Get the coffee grounds off of there. Yep.
So back flushing is pretty simple. I wish we were set up for it, but you would just put a blank filter basket in here. It has no holes in it. And then you put one of the tablets in here, put it in the machine, and then you would turn on the pump, let it go until this pressure gauge gets up to around 9 bar, then turn it off. And you do this maybe 10 times or so, depending on how dirty it is. And the cleaner will go up through the solenoid valve and down through this tube into the drip tray. So you'll see like white foam coming out of here.
Yeah.
And after you get done with that, rinse this out, get all the cleaner out, go like this, you know, nice and clean. Then put it back in the machine and do a few with just water.
Just to clean it out, you know, kind of keep an eye on that decompression duct there, what's coming out of there, because if you're still seeing soapy bubbles come out of there, you still got some soap in there.
So, and that solenoid, it works like a commercial machine. Three-way solenoid valve, you find that on all the commercial machines, and you have that in the Gaggia Classic and the Classic GT. Gives
you a nice dry puck when you're done, right? Easy to knock out, that kind of thing. Again, we can't take any questions. We did mention up top that the OPV is accessible outside, so you can adjust your brew pressure. So if you want to, play with that, doing 6-bar extractions, that kind of thing, you can do that. Also, you mentioned the pressure gauge up here because it measures the pressure very, right on top of the boiler, very, very close to the coffee. And that's different than, a lot of the higher end prosumer machines, right?
Yeah, they'll measure the pressure at the pump itself. So it's not quite exactly what the brewing is. So this is a lot closer.
So now I do want to take, because I did do a lot of testing on this machine. So we do have a graphic where we took a look at the brew temperature consistency over 10 brew cycles. We did it at a very short interval. Well, that's the cup warmer we're taking a look at. So the cup warmer up here is nice and hot. You can see it's reaching about 140 degrees. So you have the machine turn on for you in the morning, leave your cups up there, and you're gonna come out to some really nice warm cups on a cold winter's day like we're getting around here now.
It is a nice feature, that automatic turn on.
But let's take a look. So I've got those graphics about the brew temperature testing. So this is the short interval. So like we said, it's got a quick heat system. So I didn't do any flushes on this. So right 5 minutes after turn on, we're seeing 205. So like I said, if you're going to use it 5 minutes after you turn it on, you want to do a 3-second flush to bring that down. But then you can see after that, and I had the PID set for 200 degrees right here. And these are actual in-puck temperatures. When we're really brewing coffee, that's something we've gone to testing to get real world results, what's really on the coffee. And you can see that over 6 extractions, we're really, really, really good. The last couple there, we started to come down a little bit, but that's way outside a normal use case scenario for this machine.
Because this was like commercial use.
Yeah. So if we go, there's the other graphic I have is a varied interval, and you can see just the first 6 there are, I've tested a lot of machines, and none of them have come close to this consistency, right? Then one more test report I want to take a look at is our steaming tests. So we have that where we do a bunch of steaming back to back. Up that test graphic, Mike, there's one with the kind of the blue and red. There we go. So here, this is our standard. This is the SCA-based test where you do 5 ounces of milk from fridge to above 140. And we did it, I did this one 4 times, but you can see right around 20 seconds to get above 140. And I know even on the big boy prosumer dual boilers around twice the price of this, we're like in 18 seconds. And just for fun, what type of machine should you go with if you want super steam? Do you know? The Bedzera machines.
Yeah.
They are crazy steam. Like, honestly, it's going to be too fast. We pull that up one more time. I want to take a look at the blue bars on there, right? Because here's the water added during steaming. Now, anything below 12% is really, really good. And again, I've tested a lot of machines, and to have those 3 results right in a row or averaging right around 9%, that's great. Those are real. So you got a nice dry steam with this machine as well. So thanks for pulling those up for us, Mike.
Sounds good. So that's a good overall of the machine. I just real quick want to touch on Gaggia, the company. Gaggia, Achille Gaggia was, they say, the inventor of the modern day espresso machine. He applied pressure to the puck to make a real espresso to create the crema. So that started in Milan and they moved it all over. It was huge in London. So this is the same Gaggia that started all that.
And this machine is made completely in Italy. Yes?
Yep.
All assembled there. And the story kind of is there's something to do with a Jeep motor or something. Is that how they originally did the pressure? I think I read something about that. It was like,
I don't remember anything about it.
You don't remember? Okay.
But
I thought I came across that somewhere.
Story.
Yeah. But he patented it anyways,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the lever machine. So,
yeah,
that was and they used to do a lot of sponsoring of the racing, the car racing out there.
Yeah.
So we even had some pictures where the Gaggia was up there and all the logos and the banners around as they raced around Italy in their old Ferraris. So it's that was a lot of history here.
Really, really cool. Anything else you want to hit on?
I don't think so. I think we've really covered everything on this machine.
Okay. Well, if you have questions about this and you're watching after the fact, we do monitor all the comments, or you can set up, a CoffeeCast, so you can get a one-on-one personal demo with a coffee expert on the machine. So you can, if you have any really specific questions, want to see how that works, so you can get that. And of course, if you do buy a machine, we've got what we call Barista Assist afterwards, right?
Sure.
What's that going to help you do?
Yeah, if you get it home and you're trying to dial in your shot and you're having a hard time, we can help you with that.
Yeah.
Just set it up. We'll work with you. We'll make sure that you're getting a good coffee.
Again, that's a one-on-one video session with a coffee expert for about 15 minutes.
Yeah, 15 minutes. We'll walk through the grind size, the tamping, whatever it takes, whatever questions you have, we're there for you. We got some really, really great people that work with us. We've been very lucky on that, or maybe it wasn't luck, but we can hook you up with them and they'll help you out.
Yeah, we really are. Sorry. And that's all free, right? I mean, a lot of places might charge you for that kind of thing. We're not doing that.
Or they don't have free.
It. Or they don't have.
Right,
I don't think really anybody has.
We do.
So there's that. And, if you're watching us, it is right now when we're doing this live, it is Cyber Monday. So lots of great deals on the GT, gifts with purchase, all kinds of different things. They're changing all the time. And, maybe it's not the GT you're interested, but another machine. We got lots of great values going out there right now.
One thing, we mentioned how nice this is, but we didn't really mention that it is probably the best, not probably, it is the best value dual boiler machine.
Yeah, if you were, I mean,
It's a
somebody asked
really-
about the Sylvia Pro before, and for
Yeah.
me,
Yeah,
you know,
great price on this, incredible features.
yeah.
So yeah, I just want to mention that.
All right. Well, let's see. Oh, Amanda McGray, she thinks she's sold. Thanks. Well, you're welcome. Thanks for the comment. And guys, Todd, thanks so much for taking us through the GT. I know you love this machine.
Yes, I do.
And thank you guys for watching. And we'll see you back here. Got another live stream coming up at the top of the hour, or of course you can watch us on replay. So take care, guys.
Okay.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.